Hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome back to the Yellow Studio Live. I'm so excited for tonight. I wonder if I'll ever stop being excited. Hopefully not. Tonight we are going to talk about how AI can help you come up with product ideas. And I think it's going to be really fun, and I can't wait to try out these different prompts with you. So, let's get started. Going to share my screen. And we're going to start with Claude. I've got lots of info in here and everything already, but we are going to start a new thread inside my Yellow Studio project. You can create Claude looks like this when you first open it up. Oops, it's going to tell us we can have Claude in the browser. So when you first open Claude, it looks like this. It gives you a prompt idea, which I don't need. And we're going to see here on the left-hand side, it shows all of the recent recent chats. And then we can click here on the left under there's new chats, and then projects. And we can choose a project. And it shows your projects in the order you like. You can put them in alphabetical order, last edited or date created. I like recent activity. So I'm going to go to the Yellow Studio. And now the prompts I got on, where did I find these prompts? Oh, that's where. In the AI for Entrepreneurs group on Facebook is where I found this prompt. And originally the prompts are for people who make handcrafted candles, but I thought, wouldn't it be interesting to take these prompts for handcrafted candle making and turn them into prompts to give us ideas for products for our print on demand? Oh, can you see me now, Jillybean? I see some questions in the chat. Jillybean says she couldn't see me, and then Vesica could only see a black screen. Can you both see me now? I hope. Yes. I had to show off my little flowers. Oh my gosh. This sweater is just wildly cute. And I know how to crochet, so I don't know why I never thought to put crochet applique flowers on my sweaters. I need to do it to all of them. Yay, they can both see me. Okay, fantastic. Let's keep going. Okay, so I'm in Claude, and I'm going to go over to my prompts. Now, this was for candles, so we're going to adjust it. It says, this prompt helps make money by generating innovative and appealing scent combinations and thematic ideas, keeping your product line fresh and exciting for customers. So what I was thinking is, let's switch it to t-shirts, since that's kind of a common product that people make with designs on them. Their prompt is, you are an expert perfumer. So right there, I'm going to start with, you are an expert merchandiser. And product creator for apparel. They used home goods. I create illustrations and AI art. I'll copy and paste this into the chat too after we rewrite it. And you can adjust it, of course, for what you need. I create illustrations and AI art that I want to place on t-shirts. If I make this a little bit small. I need help brainstorming new and captivating ideas for t-shirt designs. Now it goes on to say, please generate 5 to 7 distinct, we're going to change scent combination to t-shirt ideas. And for example, we're going to put funny, relatable, and cute. And a creative theme for each. Consider popular trends, seasonal appeals, and unique concepts that would resonate with customers looking for natural handcrafted. Okay, let's take out natural handcrafted. Looking for fun t-shirts for everyday wear. I think every day was one word. And then it says, ask me any questions you have. So let's get started with that prompt. Let me put it in the chat in case you want to use it too. Oh, can you hear me now, Jelly Bean? Oh, it says it's too long. Okay. I'll put it in parts. Apparently you can't put very long chats in there. Oh, hi, Beth. Hello, hello. Can you hear me now? I had to reset up my mic today. Yesterday it was giving me all kinds of problems with reverb and a bumping noise. Yes, Jill and Beth, can you hear me? Jilly Bean says she can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Could you hear me earlier? I hope. I can hear you. All clear. Oh, good. Okay. No thumping. Yay for that. That was really difficult today to get rid of. Okay, so I will put these prompts in the comments after the video is done. It's not allowing me to copy paste the prompts. They're too long, and when I tried to do it shorter, it still was too long. So I thought it's going to be a lot of back and forth. So I'll put these in there later so you can try them too. So let's see what it asked me now. Here we go. T-shirt brainstorm. Before diving in to creating some amazing design concepts for you, I'd love to ask a few questions to make sure these ideas hit just the right note. Who is your dream customer for these tees? I'd say 40 to 60-year-old women who are quirky, unique, fun, artistic, but still like to look cute. 2, your art style. What's the vibe of your illustrations and AI art? I'm going to say mine is, well, my illustrations, I'm going to say illustrations are minimalist, pastel, whimsical. And my AI art is goodness, it's all over the place because I love so many things. But I'd still say it's very minimalist. Also minimalist and sleek. I guess that would be a word I'd give it. Okay, color preferences. I love pink, orange, blue, yellow, purple, teal, pretty much all the colors. Since I see you have Product Play Friday content in your brand, are these designs meant to tie into the Yellow Studio brand, or are they completely separate products? Completely separate products. Mid-range pricing and any no-goes. Steer clear of politics, just because that's not in my brand aesthetic. But other fun memes ideas are great. Oh, actually, I'm going to put trends also. Okay, so now we're going to see what it gives me with that. Seven captivating t-shirt design concepts for your quirky creative customer. Messy Bun and Getting Stuff Done collection. I love that collection idea. And doing products in a collection is really great. It definitely helps people choose more than one item when they're checking out. It also helps with repeat customers. So maybe they get one the first time and then they come back and they have to get another one from that collection because they love the first one so much. So it's really a great idea to do collections with your products. You don't have to make everything into a collection, but it's fun to have some collections. So the theme, celebrating the beautifully chaotic life of creative women. Minimalism line art of a woman's silhouette from behind, hair in that perfect, imperfect bun, surrounded by delicate pastel watercolor splashes in your signature colors. Text in a playful hand-lettered font. Now, I'd probably change the watercolor splashes to be more like a watercolor bleed. Like I love when watercolor touches the paper and then bleeds out. So these are things where I would change the art that I'm going to make to be something that I love and that people that love my aesthetic will also love. But it's fun to get these ideas because this is not something I would have traditionally thought of for a product idea. And then the variations can be messy bun and making art happen, coffee, chaos, and creativity. She believed she could, so she did, eventually. I mean, those are all a little bit on the nose for me, but I would probably go through and refine this a little bit more. In fact, we have a few other ideas, but let's refine that one a little bit better after I share the other ideas. Plant parent problems for the women with more plants than sense, but in the best way. That is so me. My Claude definitely knows me. Vintage wisdom, modern sass collection. Retro aesthetic meets contemporary humor. Very cute. Creative soul affirmations. Gentle encouragement for the artistic spirit. I love the idea of an affirmations collection. That is a great idea. Book club sass. Very cute. I love reading. For the literary ladies with attitude. And Zodiac Whimsy series. Oh, that could be really fun. Astrology meets artistic minimalism. That would be so up my alley. Midlife Magic collection, celebrating the fabulousness of being 40 and over, 40 plus. So now I'm going to tell it, it gives more tips here, which is fantastic. As we all know, AI gives us lots and lots of direction, which is so fun. And normally if I'm sitting here alone, I sit and read it all and take it in and then talk with Claude back and forth until I get something. So before I move on to the other prompts in this prompt chain, I want to start with number one because I think that's a really cute idea. And I want to ask Claude to let's get something a little more creative and not as typically used, since it's the three it gave me are very commonly used. I've seen them across other product platforms. So I'm going to say, I love one, but can we come up with some slogans for the t-shirts that are less common and more unique? Chili Bean, did you ever get the volume to work? Okay, Messy Bun and Creative Life Collection upgraded slogans. Fantastic. Sketch first, existential crisis later. Now that one is so good. That's so funny. I love that. That is much more unique, much more fun. Creating masterpieces in my pajamas since a year. That's fantastic. And it can make it customizable, which is a really fun product idea for print on demand, is having customizable products. My studio is a mess. My mind is a masterpiece. Super cute. Turning coffee into art, results may vary. Very cute. Although I probably wouldn't do this one because I don't drink coffee and I try to keep everything kind of on brand. I make pretty things out of chaos. That's a nice one. I like that one. That one could actually be quite beautiful. And then it's going to give me, a whole bunch more. Gave me 5 more collection ideas. Fantastic. So I'm going to move to the next prompt in the chain, which is, now I want to create, so we want to pick one of these because then we're going to create a great product description. I really liked number one. That was very cute. Let's use number one. And I'm going to say, let me just copy the prompt. Okay, let's use number one and come up with a product description. You are an expert e-commerce copywriter specializing in artisanal and natural products. Let's say arty print on demand products. I need engaging product descriptions for my t-shirt design. We'll take that out for the candles. We don't have to put the description because Claude already knows. That's the fun thing about working in a project, is Claude already knows what you're talking about from chat to chat with the number one idea on it. An evocative description of the scent experience. So let's say an evocative description of the t-shirt. We don't need to have emphasis on natural ingredients, but we could say emphasis on the t-shirt being 100% cotton, and then choose a 100% cotton candle. Suggest a mood or ambient, or actually, let's say suggest places that people might wear this t-shirt. Add a call to action. Aim for a tone that is, and normally you would describe your brand's tone here, but if you're using a Claude project, you can upload your brand tone. And so I'm just going to say, which I've already done, I'm going to say aim for a tone that is on brand with the Yellow Studio. Okay, there's our prompt. Okay, Jillybean can hear me. That's fantastic. I make chaos out of pretty things. Yes, I love that one. Super fun. Okay, here we go. Product description for creating masterpieces in my pajamas since year t-shirt. Well, I just said how good Claude was at using the ideas, and it did the wrong one. That's okay. I like that one too. For the artist who knows that real creativity doesn't wait for business hours, this isn't just a t-shirt, it's a declaration of independence. From the myth that you need even real pants to make something beautiful. Whether you've been creating since the 80s, 90s, or 2005, this design celebrates your creative journey with a wink and a whole lot of truth. Featuring minimalist, whimsical artwork in our signature pastel palette, this tee pairs perfectly with your actual pajama pants, we won't tell, your favorite jeans, or that flowy skirt you wear when you're feeling fancy. The soft, breathable 100% cotton feels like a hug from your creative muse, comfortable enough for marathon art sessions, polished enough for gallery openings, and cozy enough for those 2 a.m. inspiration strikes. Wear it to your home studio, aka the kitchen table, spare bedroom, or corner of the living room, weekend art classes and creative workshops, coffee shop brainstorming sessions, and your fellow maker friends, casual gallery openings where you want to look artsy but not trying too hard, Target runs where you might accidentally spend $200 on craft supplies, anywhere you might want to quietly announce, yes, I'm creative. Yes, I do it my way. The customizable year makes this deeply personal, a little time capsule of when your creative journey began. And if you can't remember the exact year, pick the one that feels right. We're artists, not historians. Ready to wear your creative truth? Grab your gear, grab your size, and let's celebrate making art on your own deliciously imperfect terms. Your masterpiece in progress is waiting. And then it gives us a short version of that. That was really fantastic. And this is not something I would come up with on my own, this lengthy description full of fantastic keywords for our find the t-shirt. So one of the things that takes time and attention off of us as artists is trying to come up with these descriptions and uploading our products. When we have AI to help us with this sort of thing, it goes so much faster. And, if you're reading it in your head, you can read through it a lot more quickly, copy paste it to your product listing, and you're ready to go. It gives us a shorter version, which we can use in case maybe your product description doesn't allow for that long of a description. Or if you're just posting it on social, you could use that as well. The bullet points for the section is fantastic also. It gave us an Instagram caption. Fantastic. This is wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's see what the next prompt chain is. Prompt in the prompt chain. Now we're going to generate social media content ideas for the launch of this collection. So let me get that that prompt. And let's adjust it to fit. You are an expert social media strategist in small businesses and print-on-demand products. I'm launching a new line of fun t-shirts for artists. I'm going to take that out of there. Using the collections above. Please generate 5 social media post ideas for platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest that include a compelling caption, suggestions for accompanying visuals, for example, flat lays, in-use shots, close-up of ingredients. Let's say close-up of designs. Relevant hashtags, a call to action to visit my online store or local market. Focus on building anticipation and highlighting the sensory experience. Oh, okay, we want to take that one out. Highlighting the experience of wearing your thoughts, your artsy thoughts on your clothing. Okay, let's see what Claude does now. Have any of you created products yet for print on demand? Are you thinking about it? Is it in your near future? I'm so curious. Okay, 5 social media launch posts for your artsy t-shirt collection. Post 1 is the teaser, and it gives us a teaser. Whispers, something cozy, creative, and completely you is coming. I love the eyeballs and the stars, the sparkle. I've been working on something special for my fellow artists, makers, and beautifully chaotic creative souls. Think wearable manifestos for the woman who creates masterpieces in her PJs and makes no apologies for it. Dropping on, and then give the date. Are you ready to wear your truth? Drop a paint palette if you want the first look. Very cute. And then it gives me some suggestions for imagery. It gives me a post 2 on launch day. Post 3 for Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook Reels. A 4th post as a customer spotlight. Oh, fantastic. If someone takes a photo in your product and sends it to you, which happens to me, it's so fun to see people in the products. And then you would use this post for that. And the last chance, end of the campaign push. And you can have the campaign last for a limited time. That's another great way to create urgency to purchase your products. And then Claude gave us some bonus timing for posts. Now, something I'd love to mention here with suggested times for when to post. Really, that is so much trial and error for your particular audience. Every audience is different. And so it's a really good idea to test out different times on your platforms, on your favorite platforms, and see which ones perform the best. And if you don't have time to do all that testing right at first or ever, as an artist, entrepreneur, doing all the things, then I would recommend just going with the same time every time you post, so that way it shows the algorithm that you will have a consistency. And then it gives us some engagement boosters. Respond to every comment in the first hour. You can do that or not. It really, I'm not sure that helps these days. The algorithms are changing. So it's a good idea to try and see if it works for you. If it isn't a good booster, don't worry about doing that. Just do check in on the comments and engage with people for sure at some point that day. But in the first hour, just depends on your particular account. So let's see. Is there another prompt in the chain? Okay, so that was the next prompt is for care and safety instructions, which we're not going to need for a t-shirt. Beth, you were just thinking about products today. That's fantastic news. They are so much fun to make. Even if you just make art prints of your art, it's just so exciting knowing that people will have your art on their walls at their home. Okay, so let's see. We don't need the care instructions for a t-shirt, and the t-shirt itself will have washing instructions and all of that on the tag. But if you were making handmade candles, you could ask Claude to give you care instructions. And then it says the next prompt in the prompt chain is to create an email newsletter content for candle enthusiasts. So we're going to do this for t-shirt enthusiasts or apparel enthusiasts. Oh, yes, products for Chinese New Year. That is such a fun idea. I love it. And I heard a stat recently about sales in China top all sales around the entire world. I think there are more product sales in China each year than there are anywhere else in the entire world. So that's kind of a cool thing to get to tap into, being there in China. Okay. And I bet you there are a lot of really neat print-on-demand companies there that I don't know about yet. Anything that's in Chinese, I probably would have skipped not knowing how to speak it. I mean, now we have AI, but when I first chose all of my print-on-demand companies, we didn't have AI and I didn't have a translator. We didn't have Babelfish yet. We didn't have any of that. So the world is becoming more of an oyster for sure. Okay, here's the next prompt. You are an expert email marketer specializing in apparel. Did I spell it right? Maybe. No. Apparel brands. I want to send out engaging email newsletters to my customers and subscribers who are interested in my t-shirt collection. Please suggest 3 to 5 content ideas for upcoming newsletters that it could include new product announcements, behind-the-scenes glimpses of t-shirt design process, tips for maximizing wear, customer spotlights or testimonials, exclusive offers or early access. Aim for a tone that is personal and reflects. Okay, so I'm going to say aim for a tone that is in line with the Yellow Studio. Okay. Beth says she's interested to try Tabao. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correct. Probably not. Is the main online seller, and it's all in Chinese. Yes. Luckily, you're making friends there for sure. And like I said, we have AI. So now we have the ability to, at least, if we're ordering something online or setting up a print on demand, we have the ability to copy paste it into AI and get it somewhat of a translation, which is fantastic. Okay, here are my email newsletter concepts for the t-shirt collection. Email 1, the launch email. Wonderful. With an eye-catching image of the tee styled beautifully. And we would do that with an AI mockup. Email 2, behind the studio doors, design process. Email 3, style it your way, styling tips. Wonderful. I love the styling tips idea. That's such a cute idea. And you could make some really cute AI images wearing the t-shirt with a skirt, wearing the t-shirt with jeans, wearing the t-shirt with shorts or with leggings. Email 4, meet your people. And then that could be anyone who sends you product images of them wearing your product. Insider access, exclusive early access for your email list. Bonus newsletter ideas, the care package. Treat yourself or a creative friend, gift giving angle, bundle ideas, gift wrapping options. Cute. Real Talk Tuesday. I love these ideas. Fantastic. And then it gives us suggested times to send out the email, engagement boosters, A/B testing. Love, love, love. Now, this is all stuff. I just love AI as an assistant in my business. These are things that would take me, it's not that I would never come up with the email chain and the different ideas of what to send out. I would, but it would take me, half a day, all day to plan all of this out. And instead, I have AI to help me get these things done quickly so I can go back to making art, which is the most important thing for us as artists. So the next prompt in the prompt chain is to generate local market pop-up shop checklist and display ideas. So let's do that one. Even though you might sell your products in person, even if you're doing print on demand, you could order 10, 20, 50, 100 of a product and go vend at a particular event or festival. So let's put the prompt in and see where we need to change it. You're an expert in retail merchandising and small business event planning. I sell my T-shirts locally at markets and pop-up shops. I need a comprehensive checklist of items to bring and creative ideas for setting up an attractive and functional display. Please provide a checklist of essential items for a market stall, payment processing, lighting, packaging, 3 to 5 virtual display ideas that highlight the t-shirt collection, attracting customers and encouraging purchases. Consider how to create an inviting atmosphere and showcase the t-shirts effectively. Fantastic. This is so fun. And I'm not even making these yet. But how fun is this to do when you are going to make that particular product and you're ready to go? So it gives us the complete market stall checklist. Structure and furniture will need a pop-up tent or canopy, weights for the tent. Oh my goodness, I have vended so many times and the tent has tried to blow away. The best weights, they have sandbags. Those are pretty. Those look nice, especially if you're going to be at a very upscale event. If you're just going to be at an outdoor event, that's an outdoor market, I highly recommend a 5-gallon bucket full of sand. Now, you don't have to bring the buckets full of sand. Well, okay, I take that back. If you're near sand, bring the 5-gallon buckets, fill them with sand, put them on the corners. But if you don't, bring the sandbags. Water is another good heavy thing to put on there, but if you are vending outdoors, be ready for your tent to blow away and be prepared. Even staking it will not be enough if you are in a windy area. And of course, you'll need folding tables, a clothing rack, pegboard, a small ladder or step stool for setup and tear down, a folding chair or stool for slow moments. But always stand when customers approach, which is very true. Another good tip when you're vending is don't ever stand like this. Even if you're smiling, it's a very closed posture, and people will keep walking by thinking that you don't want them to approach. So always be approachable. A mannequin bust, that's a cute idea to put your t-shirts on. Multiple sizes to display, of course. hangers, bins, mirrors, signage, a QR code for your online store. Fantastic idea. Branding atmosphere, a branded tablecloth, fresh flowers or plants. Oh, that's very nice. So that it just feels more beautiful. Decorative items to match your aesthetic, string lights, a Bluetooth speaker for music. That's a fun idea. Air freshener or subtle essential oil diffuser. I would only do this if it were very subtle. You wouldn't want to offend anyone's senses. And then, of course, it gives you the payment processing things you'll need, customer interaction, packaging of behind the scenes. You'll need a folding wagon. Yes. Or a dolly. Absolutely. I have this wonderful dolly where it's a nice big, like 4 feet by, oh no, must be longer than that. I think it's like 3 feet wide by 5 feet long. And it's a flat bed dolly. I love that thing for vending. It's fantastic. You can put all your bins on it and roll them to wherever you're going. Extension cords. Yes. Yes. Zip ties. Absolutely. All these things. I love this. I wish I had this when I was a vendor. You know how many times it took me to actually go vend and then learn to bring these things, the weighting the tent down. I didn't know that the first time I was in the wind, and I almost lost my tent. I spent the whole day just holding down the corners. Me standing on one corner and my friend standing on the other corner, just holding it down, hoping we didn't lose it. Little first aid kit is fantastic. You'll inevitably get even a paper cut or something and want to have a Band-Aid. And then the paperwork you need, marketing and social media. Love it. It gives me display ideas. I could use a mannequin dressed in your best-selling tee styled with jeans and a cardigan positioned at the front corner of the booth. Very cute. Hang a pegboard painted soft yellow or white behind you. Use S-hooks to display varying tees at varying heights. Very cute idea. I can totally picture that. Display concept number 2, the main table. Skip the traditional setup. Instead, you create a studio corner scene with a small bookshelf, vintage suitcase, and a cozy armchair. That's so cute. I love it. A gallery wall with the pegboard and grid system, varying heights to create visual interest. These are such fun ideas. The color story rainbow. Arrange the tees in order of the colors of the rainbow. Very nice. That's so fun. Color attracts attention from across the market. It absolutely does. The mix and match boutique. 3 completely different looks on the mannequins. I love it. And a build your own. This is so cute. Natural lighting. Natural daylight's best. Supplement with the powered LED strips. And when you're indoors, it's good to have some extra lighting, some warm lighting, because typically an indoor event will have a lot of artificial blue light, and you want to counteract that. Yes, if you use any scents, keep it subtle. Fresh flowers are a great idea so that it's not overpowering. Having some sound. I love this. This is so fantastic. Pack the night before. Oh my gosh, pack the week before. Rewind on that. Unless you're a seasoned vendor, definitely pack the week before. Test your card reader, take before photos. I love it. I love it. I love it. These are all such great fun tips. This is fantastic. Are you guys getting excited? Who wants to vend now? I kind of want to go back to vending, and I was so tired of vending, but it's reinvigorating my vending desires. So much to think about. Sounds like something to do with a friend. Oh yes, it really is fun to, even when I vended just my own products, I often had a friend with me, because having a friend with you will help. Well, it'll help during the slow time when it's down. It also gives you the opportunity to leave your booth and use the restroom, and your friend can watch, and then you guys can trade off. It gives you the opportunity to get something to eat. It really, really does help to have a friend if you're vending in person. It's very difficult to do alone. It's doable, but it's going to be a difficult day for sure. Now, our last prompt in the prompt chain is going to be about developing customer feedback survey for questions. This is a great idea for getting a review on your product that you sold online, and then asking them for anything else they'd love to see in your shop. So this prompt says you are an expert in market research and customer insights. I'm developing a new t-shirt collection and want to gather feedback from my customers. Please create 5 to 7 open-ended and multiple choice survey questions that will help me understand customer preferences for new t-shirt designs, their overall satisfaction with existing designs, ideas for future product development or themes, their preferred methods of discovering new apparel. Ensure the questions are clear, easy to understand, and provide actionable insights. I had this one friend, Tammy, that used to vend with me, and she was the best salesperson ever. I am an okay salesperson. I'm more of a happy, cheery, friendly vendor who hopes you'll buy something, but I'm not going to pressure you. Tammy was great. She was like, that looks fabulous on you. Try it on, turn around, give us a spin. Like, she sold so much product in my booth. She was one of my favorites. And of course, I would always pay her to help me. Even though she wanted to help for fun, I would always pay her because she was so good at sales. It's not like she was just there hanging out with me. She would make sales. Okay, so here's our survey. Hey, creative friend, we're dreaming up our next collection of cozy, meaningful tees for artists and makers like you, and we want your input. This quick survey takes about 3 to 5 minutes, and your honest feedback will directly shape what we create next. This is a great thing to send out to your email newsletter list as well. As a thank you for your time, everyone who completes the survey will be entered to win a $50 gift card to the Yellow Studio. Let's get started. That's fantastic. I love that idea. Section 1, your current favorites. If you've purchased one of our t-shirts, how would you rate your overall satisfaction with the design? Great question. Absolutely love it. Really like it. It's okay. Not quite what I expected. I haven't purchased a t-shirt yet. Question 2, where do you typically wear or would you wear our t-shirts? And that gives them some options. Question 3, we're brainstorming themes for our next collection. Please rank these concepts from most appealing to least appealing. I love this question. It gives them the opportunity to say, oh, Zodiac is my favorite, and maybe plant parent problems doesn't matter to me because I don't have any plants. And so that gives you the opportunity to find out what they love most. I love that question. And can you see how these questions could relate into other realms of business? I see lots of parallels here. Question 4, which visual elements appeal to you most in t-shirt designs? I love this question because it gives you an idea of what part of your art style is most effective with your audience and which color palette makes you reach for your wallet. Fantastic. I love this. Question 5, when it comes to the text and messaging on a t-shirt, what resonates most with you? And then it gives them funny, inspirational, witty, honest, mysterious, short, longer affirmations or mantras. I prefer designs with minimal or no text. Perfect. Question 6. Our current t-shirts are 100% cotton in a relaxed unisex fit. Would you be interested in seeing any of these other fit or fabric options in the future? Very nice. Oh, I love these questions. They're so great. What price range feels right to you for a high quality artist design t-shirt? That's nice too, to see what price range people are willing to pay. Sometimes you're pricing your t-shirts down here in the $20 to $25, and you ask this question and people say, "Oh, I'd pay 30 to 35, or I'd pay 41 to 45." And now all of a sudden you realize, "Oh, my customers would pay more for the designs they love." That's a good thing to know. And question 8, how do you typically discover new apparel brands? Rank them from most common. Social media, newsletters, markets, word of mouth, online search, seeing someone wearing it in public. And a follow-up multiple choice. If you follow us on social media, what type of content makes you most likely to engage or purchase? These are great questions. Question 9. This helps us understand our community better. How do you identify creatively? Are you a visual artist, crafter, writer, designer? This is fantastic news too for you to know about your audience, to know what category they fit in, their age range, and then a thank you at the end of the survey. And they're entered to win a $50 gift card. I'm going to do that survey. Let's go do the survey. It gives you timing, an email campaign, and then you could go into deeper and say, please write the email campaign, please help me write the social media posts, etc. Please create a QR code. Can Claude create a QR code? I've never asked it to. There's plenty of QR code makers out there, but that'd be interesting if it can. Website, timing, incentive ideas, what to do with the data. Yes, this is really important too. Definitely important. What to do with the data. Design decisions, marketing adjustments, and follow-up. And then you could send a post-survey engagement, letting people know what everyone said about your products. I love this prompt chain. What a fun prompt chain to switch it into print on demand. I think this gave me so many ideas. Did it give you guys ideas? It gave me like a million ideas, product ideas. And I cannot wait to get back into product creation more this year for my yellow boutique. I really love creating products and selling products and giving people things that don't exist in other places on the internet. So yeah, really fun. Who has questions? Does anyone have questions? I'll put the prompts for these in the comments of this video. If you come back in about 5 minutes or so after the video ends, I will put these all in the comments for you to copy, paste, and try for yourself. Oh, Beth, yay. I'm glad you loved it. Product creation. Yes. So fun. So fun. You don't have to make t-shirts. This would work for any kind of product. Art prints. It would work for coffee mugs. It would work for phone cases. Anything your heart can desire to put your art on. You could switch out my word t-shirts and swap to the product that you'd like to try. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for you all to try product creation. If you have questions, come find me on social. And oh yeah, Beth says pet products. Oh my gosh, there's so many cute pet t-shirts and clothing. And then there's pet bowls to eat and drink from. There's lots of, leashes, collars. Oh my gosh, there's so many print on demand pet products. So that's so fun. All right. Well, I've kept you for an hour tonight. I was going to make it a quick one, but I was having too much fun. I hope you were having fun with me. Everyone have a lovely night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah! Good night.